Hey, my beauties, my wonderful people, a pleasant afternoon to you. If you have not yet surrendered your hearts and your minds and your souls to Jesus Christ, please feel free to do so. He's the best being ever. Certainly that would be the best decision you could ever make. All right, my wonderful people. So I'm noticing why the Prime Minister he's why like the man. You remember some time ago he said he can turn it up and turn it down. And why has he been turning it up? I mean, with the whole IC, which is the Integrity Commission's saga that has been happening, and he says that he's been falsely accused and the lies that are going around, he still is making sure that things are being done, roads are being, some places, not all, because there are some places I can tell you from experience, not just listening to people, that the roads are atrocious, they're horrible, but there are some places I see him visiting and, that they're going to be doing some kind of work there, and some work has begun at some places. You see houses being built and given away. I mean, he's all over the place. One of the things you can give him, though, he has been traversing the country, even internationally. I think he was somewhere recently. Has to do with tourism, because the Sandals president was speaking at Adam, who I'm talking, Butch Stewart, Adam Stewart's. I was about to say Butch Stewart's son. Adam Stewart was speaking, and they were talking to, I guess, some of the people from the diaspora as well as foreigners, and basically saying to make Jamaica their choice. I even heard one man said to a woman, if you're able to bring quite a number of people here over a period of time, then she can get her citizenship here. I mean, in joke, in jest, I thought that was cute, and to be honest, nothing would be wrong with that. If you're bringing in revenue consistently and contributing to the growth and to the development of the country, by all means get your citizenship, because you're aiding in growth and development. You're making our country good. One thing, though, that I would love, if the Prime Minister and his team could remember, is the public sector workers, this whole compensation package. This compensation package saga that has been going on. People are still complaining. People are still not satisfied with what it is that they have been given. I remember some time ago when they had said the 20% and it would have been split when I'm assuming Dr. Nigel Clark is still the finance minister until maybe the end of the month. I think his tenure goes until the end of October, so it would be October 31, 2024. So the finance minister, until we hear who the finance minister is, it's Dr. Nigel Clark as far as I know. And you remember in 2022, I think he had said that, it would have been split 10, then 5, then 5, or 5, then 10, then 5. I don't remember, but it would have been split in 3 tranches, and one woman said when she worked it out, it was 17% she had gotten. And I even made a comparison to say, the Prime Minister did not take the increase. It was the opposition leader who took it and said he would give it to charity. We need to check up on that, though, opposition, because if it is that you've been checking up on the Prime Minister and his accounts and so forth, and what I heard somebody saying, it's not bank accounts, my beautiful people, it's investments and all of it, because people are thinking bank accounts alone. No. And some belonging to family members and so forth. But that's another conversation that we need to check with you, because you had indicated that you would have given 80% to charity. And the problem that I have a little bit where that is concerned is that I don't really understand how charity works. But somebody says somebody can have a charity organization in his or her name, and it works out where they're the only one that still ends up benefiting, not so much the receivers or the recipients. It still works out back. We have not heard what it is. I don't know if it is that you have not done anything. I can't say that, Mr. Mark Golding, but we would have hoped that, since it is that you have declared that you are not a part of the aid illicit, neither is your team, and the other side is saying the same, that we would have seen the transparency of what it is that you said you would have done. Nobody asked you to give the 80%. You said you would have done it. You don't want it to be a case like Ananias and Sapphira. If you don't know the story, it was with Peter. They said, yeah, man, we're going to get all the monies, we're going to collect it, we're going to donate everything, from our thing and give to God. They made a vow that way. Nobody never asked them, and them say it. And when them see the amount of money that they would have gotten, they came with part payment, let us put it that way, after they've made a vow that they would have given everything. And as Peter prayed and was offering it up, Peter that the Holy Spirit spoke to him, or God spoke to him rather, you know. And he said, Ananias, because Sapphira didn't come as yet, is this all the money that you had vowed to give, you're giving? Yeah, man. And him, may I ask you again, is this all the money? He said, yes. Before Peter probably could have asked him a third or fourth or a time, he fell dead. And I call him the undertakers. I just call him, come and took him up. Sapphira, his wife, came in. Same process. Sapphira, is this all the money? I'm giving her a chance, you know. And is God giving her a chance, you know. She answered like falsely again. And she fell dead. It was their thing, you know. I know, they make it, you know. Said them going to do this and them going to do that. And they did not keep their word. They lied. And they stole some, yeah. So, I'm saying that, Sir Golding, I hope what you said that you would have done the 80%. Because we know that, I mean, it's not as though you know, we know that you don't come into politics to earn, because you would have had previous wealth, you know, based on your foreparents. So I hope that it is being used to help other people. I hope so, or other causes. Prime Minister and team, the Ministry of Finance, you've heard the civil servants, the public sector workers, they need more money. That's a bottom line. They need more money. The Civil Service Association had come out recently to say that they could not get voice, in a sense. I don't know if some things, some meeting kept under the quiet, because there were some things that were being said through the grapevine, where they're supposed to get some reinstating of traveling but they're also supposed to get allowances, retroactive money. Are the people being paid their retroactive monies? What is happening? Is it that it's going to be paid in October, November, or December of 2024? Things have to be done during the course of this year for the public sector workers, for the civil servants. The Jamaican people cannot continue to live like this. They cannot continue to be struggling in every way like this. They have their psychological and emotional issues to deal with, and they're tired of the financial components seem to be like a noose around their necks. Cannot seem to be resolved while you guys are financially okay. Yes, Prime Minister, you did not take the added amount as the others did, but I made a comparison to say that even with the 9 million that you and the other, some of the others would have earned, there are people who are not even earning half that amount. There are people who are not even earning half that amount. And years ago, somebody from the Jamaica Labour Party had stated that anyone earning, call it $500,000 per month, years ago before COVID, they're barely scraping, they're struggling. And to this very day, there are people, educated people, competent people, skilled people with good attitude and attributes are still not earning the 500,000. So it means that most people are dead and decomposed. You wonder if any resurrection will come their way. But we need Lazarus to come forth. We need the Lazarus to come forth. They cannot continue. It takes cash to care. A member of the Jamaica Labour Party had said that 2 years ago, and the person is absolutely right. Money answers all things. Money is important. A man said, Lord, I don't have to be rich and I can just be comfortable. But he said when he realized the courses he wanted to charter, the people he wants to give to, the organizations he wanted to give back to, and things that he would want to buy, he realized it takes wealth to do so. That is why God made the men of old wealthy. That's why it's very surprising to me when people think, that, church people or pastors in particular are robbing, the kitty in terms of the tithes and the offerings, because it takes cash to care. It takes money. It takes money to do all these things. Prime Minister, do right by the people. Give the people what they want. Give the people what they need. Their wants and their needs, they run in tandem. Sometimes the wants will supersede, meaning they want, nothing is wrong if you want to live a good life. You have one life on this earth, nothing is wrong. But give the people what they need. And they need a better increase. They need their retro and all the other things. You know what? they have posited. Guys, you know what to do, read TikTok and YouTube. Subscribe to my channel. Give me a lion, man, people. Me have somebody to